So, just want to do a quick walkthrough of general basics on off-leash training. First and foremost, make sure that you understand the laws, regulations, and whatnot around your town to make sure that you are within code. Leash laws are a real thing. I'm not telling anybody to go against the law here. I'm telling you to be accountable for what it is that you are doing. All right. We got people in the streets today. We got a little bit of snow, as you can see. We got more snow than we did last time. Last time we didn't have nearly as much snow. It was just kind of a little bit of ground cover. This time, we got some real snow this time. And, let's go enjoy some snow real quick. So, my dog is out here somewhere. Watch this. India! Ah, there she is. Where's our big dog? Good girl. See. Sit. There's a car coming. Yeah, sit. Good girl. This is a good little dog. So, I mean, we still got to keep an eye out for traffic. You know, the roads are icy. A mi lado. You want to keep track of what you're doing, obviously, you know, right? Especially when the ground all looks even. So your dog might think that the road is still a area to play around in. Woo! Nobody's touched this. That's crazy, little dog. You got fresh powders. My hands are freezing, but it feels really nice outside. It really does. It's a little winter wonderland, right? We'll just, I don't know, I guess we'll just follow my dog for a little walk for a moment. Good girl. Sit. We're coming down at the intersection. We got to make sure she's safe. All right. So this is where I usually pull out her remote. If I can, hey, I can't feel my hands. I can barely feel anything right now. This thing. So, hey, it's just an easier way to make sure she knows I'm calling her back. In the case of. Hey, see, that's what I mean. Is she gets excited. I'm already excited, so she feeds off of that, you know, and that could be a dangerous mix if you don't manage that properly. Go. You really got to know what to do and how to do it. And I can tell you, I'm not a professional dog trainer. I don't have 10 years in this. I have 5 years in this. And that's 5 years of coming out here pretty much every single day. Sunshine, rain, snow, cold, wind, hot, you name it, we're out here. And we have to. We don't. I don't really have a choice. She will get aggressive if you don't take her out. She's not an aggressive dog. I don't mean it in that sense. I'm just saying it'll be pent up energy that turns into aggression if you don't know how to manage that properly, which is a very common thing for humans as well. But we really like to repress those emotions and say that we're fine when we're not. Dogs are a great example of that. So she deserves a reward. Let's throw her ball for a second. Oh no, it fell. I gotta go get your ball. Let's go find it. Come on, big girl. I thought I had it with me. Like I said, I can't really feel much. On top of just having this whole jacket on top of me, it's crazy. But with that, this snow, I'm gonna go into a quick little story time here. Hey, um, years ago, this must have been, I think, 2019 or something like that. I'm not sure. It was a time where I was pretty much just getting to know my now wife, and I had went over to Florida to visit. So during this trip, we whoa there, big girl, come here, come here, come here. Easy, big dog. You gotta be careful, little doggy. You make sure you're okay. You gotta make sure you're okay. Easy, big girl. Looks like a pillow, doesn't it? So I did not have a vehicle. I was on the bus, so I took this thing called the Mega Bus. Thing is awesome. It's a double-decker bus. If you sit at the very front of the bus, you get this window. So, long story short, sort of, this bus, I had to we had to make a stop in Atlanta, and look at that. People having fun in the snow. You have to. But what was I saying? So we stopped in Atlanta, and this was, I think it was February. I want to say it was February. It's definitely around this time of year. It's cold. It's snowing, and this time we had a blizzard coming in. So I was unprepared because I just went to Florida, and mind you, I just kind of just cruising through life. I was still a teenager at the time, and I think I was still a teenager. Yeah, I was still a teenager at the time. So this was before 2019. This was, my goodness, when was this? It's after 2012. This was 2014. So this wasn't 2019. This was 2014, 2015. Point is, I was out there completely unprepared, and you start getting a snow that looks like this. It is just coming down. It hadn't layered itself yet, but it was coming down. And being where I'm from, this area, this is the most snow we have gotten in, I'd say, at least a decade. We have not gotten this much snow. And from the last time we got this much snow, it turned into an ice storm back in what, like '02 or something like that. And that was a dangerous storm. So that was my experience behind storms, right? So mind you, I'm out in Atlanta. The only thing keeping me warm is my knowledge behind layering. So I'm wearing like 2 sweaters, 3 t-shirts, and a t-shirt on top of all of that so it could press it all down. And I'm wearing like 2 shorts, my pants, and sweatpants on top of all of that to press everything down, make sure everything's compact, keeping you warm. Well, it starts getting late. The bus was supposed to have been there like 2 hours ago, but there's a delay and we don't know when the bus is going to get there. And it's not like this is an actual terminal. This is just a stop off the side of the road. So it's not like you could really ask somebody, hey, how far away is the bus? No, you're stuck there. You got to wait for the bus. And at this point, like I said, it's only getting colder. There's only a few of us standing outside now because we're the only ones bold enough to wait for the bus. Honestly, it's not boldness. We just had nowhere to go. We were technically homeless. So, come on, big girl. We continued on our journey to stay there. This looks pretty awesome. I'd take you guys to a different flag. They just put this one up. But anyway, it whoa there, big girl. Wait, good little dog. Good girl. So we're out there. We're committed to waiting for the bus because we got nowhere else to go. We can't get a hotel, and we can't miss the bus. Otherwise, we're stuck in it, and there's definitely nowhere to go at that point. Hey, so what we did was one of us had a phone. So we Googled the only thing that would pretty much be guaranteed to let us in at that time, which was a Waffle House. So we took ourselves to one of the local Waffle Houses, and the guy next to me was a vet. I had absolutely no money at the time. It, it was kind of stupid for me to be out there in the first place. Come here, big girl. So anyway, I had no money. Thank you to this vet. I wish I kept people's information at that time, but I might have. I probably lost it. Like I said, just being a teenager at that time and just going through everything I was going through, I lost a lot of things. But point saying is, I really appreciate this guy because he looked out for me. He bought me a meal. We kept on walking after that, and we just exchanged like stories for a moment. Sit. So we just told each other stories, and again, it was only getting later. Sit. So we came down to a point where we're like, we really got to figure out, sit, if we're gonna wait on this bus or if we got to figure out a new plan just so we could figure out how to stay warm. And we went back to the bus stop to see if anybody was there. They have people who help you load onto the bus sometimes, so we figured maybe there could be somebody there to give us some sort of guidance or something, right? There wasn't. So, come on, a mi lado. So what we ended up doing was that we went to a hotel because it's cold. You would assume that your moral compass would tell you to let people in. Come on, big girl. And they did. The person at the lobby told us to come inside, sit down for a second, try to recoup ourselves. Sit. So we did. But after a few, what was it, like an hour or so, I guess somebody came over and told us that we weren't able to stay there. We could sit for another moment and continue recouping ourselves, but hey, get over here. We could not stay there. This is the one I wanted to come show. These flags are bigger. These are new. This whole place is new. Come here, big girl. But what I'm getting at is, it was just a crazy experience, really. Sometimes you just got to go live some stuff and just experience it. Just take it in. You're gonna experience some hardships. You'll sometimes not know what to do, but that's the fun in it. Come on, big girl. I mean, love. It's living life without a leash. Alrighty. So, in my case, this is this has been the my hammer, I guess. It's that one tool in your toolbox of dog training that's gonna change the whole game for how you dog train, and that's for off leash training. Um, for all the extras behind e-collars and shocking your dog, I'm not here to argue you about people who abuse power, because a lot of people do abuse their power. I'm not going to disagree with that. Um, if you want to, man, we gotta go grab a poop bag. Isn't that convenient? Well, there we go. Come on, big girl. Let's go back. All right, I wasn't gonna show you everything, you nasty. Let's go throw these poop bags away. So right now, right, I got my hand, one hand holding a phone, and the other hand holding poop bags. So there's traffic coming. I mean, love. Now, mind you, if there's a lot more traffic coming, I'd be a lot more cautious. I'm still being cautious, obviously, right? But keep in mind, my dog is walking over here, just focused on what she's focused on. All right, come on. That's all it takes. Sit. Sit. Good girl. I mean, love. Hey. Hey. Sit. All right, now let's throw these away. Sit. See, right there. She technically messed up because I told her to sit over there. Hey, right? I mean, so you don't want to be like a complete a-hole, and just zap your dog every single time they misbehave. That's why this thing has a few different settings. It's got tone, vibrate, and you can change the different settings of the shock. And you got an instant shock and you got a 10-second shock. I mean, in between. Good girl. So this is kind of our routine at intersections. I get her to go in between. That way I can feel any direction she's going in. I can go in reverse. I can go forward. How's it going? Doing well. You texted me like. Yes. Y'all have a great one. Good girl. Okay. Good. Good girl. Let's see. That's pretty much the routine at the intersection. Is you got to make sure that you're able to have control of your dog's mind. It sounds kind of cruel, but you really want to control where your dog is focused, and your dog's focus should be on you. Good girl. Good. So you always want to give them that acknowledgement, that they're doing a good job. That they're looking for that. So hey, 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 hey. Good. See, I can let her go off a little bit further, and it'll be okay. But it's all the understand. I need her to understand the different kind of settings that we're in. A mi lado. So if you're in a city setting, I need her to understand that she needs to be next to me. All right. Much more than you gotta have fun in the snow, man. You gotta. Good girl, a mi lado. Getting her to understand the different settings. So in the city, she should be much closer. If we're out hiking in the woods, she's free to kind of roam a little bit, depending on where we're hiking. To some places, they require you to actually leash your dog at all times. So again, be considerate of the areas that you're at. Um, if people don't know you there that well, if there are events going on, just be conscious. Be considerate. you know, I do leash my dog. I have my leash with me at all times just to make sure all those things are taken care of.